Jai Shri Mataji. Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini and put Bandhan. Shri Ganesh Mantra.
साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः।
Let us now listen to Shri Mataji's speech.
Because you don't have that respect for your chastity, you cannot imagine what Christ could have been. You cannot imagine, you cannot accept. Unbearable things are said about Christ. I tell you, unbearable. I don't know. I faced his crucifixion, which was unbearable as it was. But this kind of a thing you say about somebody, to an Indian woman, if you pass such a remark, to an Indian ordinary woman, she would commit suicide. It's never said that anybody comes and says, you're looking very beautiful. It's all right. You can say to your mother, you're looking nice. It's all right. That's different. But you don't say to any woman like that. You have to turn yourself out. And this is one of the reasons why people are very hot-tempered. The magnet within you is Shri Ganesh. Many people know that I have a great sense of direction. That comes through this magnet, which is perfect. This magnet is the one which keeps you sticking or adjusted or all the time pointed towards spirit. If you don't have the sense of chastity, you will dangle this way, that way. Suddenly you become a very good Sahaja Yogi, tomorrow you become a devil. Because there's nothing that keeps you binding to the great idea of the Spirit. Let us face it up. Now the time has come for all of us, all the Sahaja Yogis, that the greatest thing within us is not sex, but is chastity. And that's what will mature. It's very amazing how some people were behaving in Bodhi. I came to know about it. I was amazed. How could they behave like this before the villagers of Bodhi, who are innocent, simple people? But the best part of it, that when you indulge into frivolous and nonsensical behavior, insulting your chastity, you really lack in the action of it. Like if you fritter away your petrol, your car can't move. It's like that, something happens to you. All the time you go on pinching people and frivolously talking to each other. And what is the need to do all this? I just don't understand. And then end up in the divorce case. Once I had gone to Selfridges, I must tell you a very interesting story. And in such a crowd, there were two people, man and woman, kissing each other all the time. Least bothered, there are other people who are also going on the same escalator. Escalator they were kissing. In the thing they were kissing. I mean, torturing all the Indians who were there, or maybe the other people. Chinese, for example, Egyptians. Such an exhibition was on. And I saw them next time. They were not kissing. I said, what happened? We are divorced. I said, why were you kissing that day so much? So they said, because we were going to be divorced. So we wanted to have the last bit of it. What a level it is. I mean, what a level. What love, what feeling you have for anyone? Nothing of the kind. All the time quarreling with each other, ending up in the divorce cases, and showing off all this. Any deep personality doesn't show these things outside. Of course, I'm told here that here in the public school it is said that you should never show your emotions outside. But otherwise you can show anything else, ridiculous or shameless. But not your emotions. What an absurd place it is. You have accepted all these values, just like sheep, without thinking about it. Like I was in France, one girl came and she was crying. She said, I will, horrid, I will never go to these psychologists. So I said, why? They were saying dirty things about my father. Imagine. And people accepted those ideas of this horrible Freud. Is basically wrong. Whether it is historically there or whatever it is, you better give it up. Whatever wrong is wrong in the divine. Whatever is right in the divine. But there's a real objection now that people, when they go abroad, husband and wife and this and that, they kiss each other and tease each other. What is the need? You kiss the person and come and tell me against that person. I've seen it. If there has to be some self-preservation, this has to be your chastity, your privacy. That's why you have no willpower to do anything. No willpower. Let some stupid fellow come and tell you something. You will say, all right, we accept. What is the essence of your personality is your chastity. And in Sahaja Yoga, you can re-establish everything, whatever you have lost. You can. That's why the depth is lacking. And this is the reason there is no consistency in the temperament of people. No consistency. Now you'll get 1,200 people for my lecture. And next day, not even one. All lost. Because there's no base, like a loose connection. There's no connection. Connection point is your chastity. So there is no consistency. Satatya is not there. If you tell them you have to get up in the morning, have a bath, do some puja, it's too much for them. But if you tell, say an Indian lady, for me, if you say that you wear such and such dress, I just can't. No, not possible. It's not possible. I can keep the whole night awake, but that thing I cannot do, just cannot do. So the priorities are changed because where is your attention? You have everything within you. You are the storehouse of chastity, which is your power. Everything within you. Nothing has gone out. It's all there. All that fragrance is within you. It's all preserved. Don't condemn yourself. And you are so fortunate, I am here to tell you all about it. You are so fortunate, I am with you. Do you understand that point? You don't have to go to Himalayas. You don't have to stand on your heads. You don't have to do anything like that. You see, formerly these saints used to sit, you won't believe, in the cold, frozen water or on the Himalayas in the open. They used to sit for hours together to freeze their nonsensical ideas. Now that's not necessary. It's all made very easy. But change your priorities now. The whole attention once goes to your own spirit. You'll be surprised. The whole chart will change. What's the most important thing? To meditate every day. I have seen people who want to do some course. Say, for example, I told that you better do some course. Every day they will go for that course and join that class and they will work it out and they'll pass that course and do it up and finish it. But meditation, they cannot do regularly. But now there's a little gap, you should understand. That once we get the inkling of that joy, which is eternal, we start moving towards that more and more, and establishing ourselves in the ocean of that joy. A little. You see, when somebody wants you to swim, you are frightened. You don't want to do it. You are very happy on the gross shore. You don't want to swim. Somebody pushes you, again you are back. No, Baba, I cannot do it. But once you learn to swim, you enjoy that swimming. And then you like it and you want to do it every day, regularly, religiously. So there's a little gap which has to be achieved. Second point is that, as I've been always saying, you are lotuses, but under a mire. And you know what mire is. While India is the ocean, so it's very easy for the lotuses to come out of the water. But to come out of the mire is very difficult. Say somebody falls in the mire. If you kick it, you go deeper. If you try to do anything, you go deeper. Best thing is to keep watching it and still. And that's the best way. is to witness yourself. But your attention is not all right, how will you witness? Attention is somebody is going that side, that person will see. Another person going that person will. Must see every person. But you don't see the flowers. You don't see the trees. You don't see the Mother Earth. You don't see anything. What you see is something hopelessly bad, worse than you. Today is the day they say one should not see the moon. If you see the moon, it becomes inauspicious and you get a bad name. They said Sri Krishna saw the moon and then he got a bad name. He was Ranchordas, means he had to run away from the battlefield. But that was his trick, he had to run away. So you are not supposed to see the moon. The reason is, why it is said, that today we have to see Sri Ganesh, who is the Mother Earth, who acts through Mother Earth. Most of the things that we have are from the Mother Earth. So this time you must see the Mother Earth, the Kundalini and Sri Ganesh. Today, the Mother Earth has created Sri Ganesha. So you don't see anything outside. You don't even see the moon. Just see the Mother Earth. Because the Mother Earth, in her love and compassion, has done so much for us. Your Kundalini has done so much for us. And her son, who is the innocence within us, is to be worshipped today because he has done the maximum. Despite all the insults we have put on him, all the ridicule, all the filth, all kinds of nonsense, still he stands up like a little child to amuse us. If Sri Ganesha is within you, become like a child, childlike innocence. You don't get angry with somebody like a dog barks on everything. There are some Saj Yogis I know who all the time barking, just like dogs or beggars in India. But you become like a child who is very sweet. He always tries to amuse you, always tries to say nice things, always tries to make you feel happy. A source of such joy. And that's how you become a source of joy, source of happiness, source of fulfillment. All the time bubbling with laughter and happiness, bubbling with beautiful things. How the children amuse you, just see and watch. How they come round with little hands, how they work it out. How they know what is the right thing. A child who is a realized soul is much more sensible than a grown-up person. I've seen that. Like my youngest granddaughter was about, I think, 3 years of age. And the maid was folding my sari. And by mistake, she put it on the ground. This child just couldn't bear it. She just lifted the sari, put it to her head, and put it on the sofa. She said, "What do you mean by putting this sari on the ground? What do you know about my grandmother? She is the goddess of goddesses. And you put her sari on the ground. The dogs are going to bite you now," she said. "Be careful." And she again went and took the sari, kissed it, and said, "Mother, forgive her. Grandmother, please forgive this woman. She doesn't know what she's done to you." But that sensitivity comes from the depth of your chastity. You listen to the children and you'll be amazed how they talk and what they say, how they behave, how they try to amuse you. I mean, in the West, children are very much spoiled, I must say. They do not amuse you so much, they trouble you quite a lot. Because, again, the same thing. If the father and mother don't have chastity, the children don't feel all right. They don't feel peaceful. They become restless. And then they develop the same restlessness within us. A chaste man can never get possessed. Take it from me. Can never get possessed. You might be very intelligent. You might be anything. You might be a great writer, but you can get possessed. But a chaste man, an ordinary chaste person, can never get possessed. Bhoots are afraid of chaste people. If one chaste person is going on the road, all the bhoots run away. They just run away. At least I have known many cases, but some of them I can tell you that there were 2, 3 of them who used to go by motorcycle in the night about 12 o'clock on a road. And some people who were possessed wrote letters to me saying that please don't allow them to go there in the night, because where should we go and stay? I was amazed. These are the people who are possessed by some sort of horrible bhoots, who used to go and rest on these trees in the night, where these 3 persons used to go on the motorcycle. And they actually wrote letters to me. Very possessed people, I knew them, saying that ask them not to go that way because it's where are we to live? And they were like mad people themselves. I said, why did you write like this? He said, these people go that way and they trouble us. And the negative within us disappears with the light of Sri Ganesh. You can see it so clearly in another person. If you don't have chastity, you can never see who is unchaste or chaste. You cannot. Everybody is just the same, very good, very nice person, very nice person. I mean, real possessed people are certified as very good people. In Sahaja Yoga also sometimes. And I start wondering what's happening. See, what is it? How is it these people are certified as that? Can't they feel it? There's no light. Even if you get your realization, even if your spirit is working out, your collective consciousness, even if you are giving self-realization to others, you are nowhere if you have no chastity.
Mahamantras.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
We thank you, Shri Mataji, for this beautiful meditation and for all the vibrations and love. Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini, and put Bandhan. Let us meet again tomorrow morning, same time. Jai Shri Mataji.